Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here on FC24 with Wakefield Jr. We are going to kick things off. We are now into December. Before we actually show you the Youth Scout reports, we are going to show you the league table in which we go ahead and sit 20th in the league table. We are no longer sitting bottom of the barrel. However, we are still far down that barrel. We are trying to float our ways back up towards the top. Maybe somehow, if we get enough good players, maybe make a late mid-table, even playoff push. We're going to kick things off here, though, with France scouting report. Obviously, 3 judgment isn't the best here, but obviously, League 2, you don't expect the best. I am going to be very picky. I do need players, but I am going to be very picky. Loic Dennis is going to go into a team, but he's going to go into a youth academy, but he might not go into a team. And holy cow, I know y'all who know who I just seen there. Danny Martin is not good enough. Gabriel Rivero, 51 to 71 overall. He's 15 years old, though. That's the only bad part with some of these scouting reports. These 15-year-olds are good, but you can never bring them up instantly. What's it? Value 1.5 million. We are going to go ahead and bring him in, and as soon as he's 16, he's coming in. But Lucas Soto, 56 to 76 overall with a potential of 80 to 94. His value might even be better than the other guy. 2 million for him, and he is 16. Whatever he is, he's probably coming straight into that first team, straight into maybe even the starting 11 as well. Maceo Cabello is not going to be good enough. Cortez could be good enough, but he's 15. By the time he's actually good, by the time he's 16, he probably won't be good enough. And then over to England, to the homeland. Honestly, none of these don't really look that appealing and that good, so we won't accept any of them. Now going back over here, going to the youth academy. Also, y'all have Mr. Santos, who is converting into a CM to a center attacking mid. That plan is now done, and he jumps up to 64 overall. Santos will be coming into this team instantly. He will be in the starting 11. I am going to put him on a striker plan, though, just to prove his finishing, attacking position, and shot power. But other than that, I mean, he's going to come into the team instantly. Alongside Soto, his 64 overall as a cam as well. His stats a little bit better than what the other guy is, but he has high work rates, which honestly isn't the best for him. And I'm starting to think maybe he's more of a right mid, a center mid. So maybe we push him out on the flank here. He is left-footed, so right mid, him cutting in, that would be great. I think that's what the plan is for him. Rivero, another cam, bringing him in. High-low work rate. He's definitely a cam for sure, or a winger minimum. Maybe even a striker if it's not going to take too long. 170 weeks, definitely not a striker. But there is a chance he could be a right winger. I would rather have him on the left, though. But his crossing ain't the best there, so we're going to keep him as a cam, and we are going to put him on a striker plan here. Maybe, yeah, we're going to put him on a striker plan to improve his shooting, improve his finishing, obviously, yada, yada, yada. Other than that, this guy, Dennis, he might come in instantly. I can't lie. He will probably be good enough to be brought into this. First game of the episode, and we are taking on MK Dons away from home at Molten Road. This is our new starting 11. We are switching over to a 4-2-1-2 wide formation, so Porter and Montero can still stay down the flanks. I've switched my tactical thing over to Gagon Preston as well. We'll see how well that works in League 2. I have a feeling it won't work that well, but we have Yoboa Roman as our strikers, Santos as our cam, Vieira sitting behind him, even though I think Saeed should start in that retrospect, but for now it'll be Vieira. McShane still at left back. Weston and Dennis actually comes into the starting 11 instantly as well, with Drades and then Baxter, our best goalkeeper on the team. Let's see what we can do in the first game of the day. Leave a like and subscribe for more Youth Academy Career Mode. Stewart now in for Williams. Williams in for Gilby. Gilby in for Iesa. Iesa into Harrison. Surely Harrison will score that one. He will finally score. Daxter couldn't keep his sheets clean from too much longer. It'll be 1-0 for MK Dons. Weston actually took out the guy. Didn't get a foul, caught him at all. Porter now Can you find Yeboah? Maybe one more chance to equalize this right before halftime. It's Yeboah on the ball. Knowing Yeye, I actually will be able to equalize this. Yeboah just wide of the mark. Halftime down 1-0. A little sign of life, though, there at the end. Our first real attack that didn't amount to much, but, you know, there's something in there. Weston's coming off for Steele. I really want Steele to work out well. These two might get loaned out soon, and then Saeed is going to come on for Vieira. Just kind of think Saeed, despite being 51 overall, Saeed is definitely our top 2 players just for pure talent into the team. Montero on the corner. Santos on the header. Santos on his debut. Leveled things up here at Wakefield. It's 1-1. Harvey. Harrison. John heads it wide. Now Porter. Porter on the ball. He has Santos. He has Yeboah. And he also has a defender straight in his way that he didn't even try to move out of his way. Quintana. Harrison. Into Iesa. Iesa! And MK Dons are going to win the game. Still dealt with it, but that will be game over. A 2-1 loss against MK Dons. And Soto is ready to change into a right mid, and he is going to stay at 64 overall. I was slightly hoping he maybe jumped a little bit more, but that is perfectly fine. We are going to go ahead and improve his attacking and his finishing, all of that, even his weak foot. Then he will go up to 5-star, 5-star. We will promote him automatically, and he won't start quite yet because Montero is technically better at 66 overall, but he will come onto the bench for Ray, just because he's a little bit better. Quick sim against Forest Green. It's a 2-1 win. Roman with a brace. He got a yellow card in the 7th minute. That lit a fire under his ass cheeks. And he got a brace to win over Forest Green. 2-1. And the starting 11 to take on Notts County is Yeboah, Roman, Soto with his debut here at right mid. Mooney back in the starting 11 over a tired Santos. Saeed back in the starting 11 and probably a more permanent fixture for him as well. Everything else is unchanged with Steele also playing center back. That might be our new center back pairing as well. I'd give Steele another shot here just because he is so high overall. He should be playing better than what he is. Mortius. How does Baxter not save that one? It's 1-0 for Notts County. Palmer, Longstaff, into Austin. Austin now into the main. The main might be able to double the lead here. It's exactly what he'll do. Right underneath Baxter's hand. Austin, Longstaff, the main. Baxter saves. It's 3-0. Notts County makes it 3. And that's me for this game. I can't lie. We are just going to send to the end. I'm not pulling a cutscene, losing 11-1. It's 5-1 L for us. And we move on to the next game. Carlos Ray has been loaned out for 2 years to Watapazan. We'll go ahead and see him develop there. He was just deadwood. He's not even that good of a player. So he'll just sit there. They want to transfer for Soto already to Villarreal. You could flip the flip off. I'm not selling a player yet. Last scouting report for these 3 nations. And France is going to end with an absolute stinker. We are going to reject them all. We're going back to Argentina where they just gave us 2 absolute decent players. One for real very good player and then 1 decent player. And they will end with a stinker. I can't too be mad at him. Now England has been absolutely awful. Although Price is 850k, so he'll be the only one out of the batch from these 3 nations to be able to make it in. We will go ahead and send him out for 3 more months somewhere else real soon. But for now, looking at Price, looking at his stats, he is 100% a striker instead of a right winger. So we are going to transition him to a striker and probably bring him in instantly as well. And we go ahead and send 1 scout out to Brazil, 1 scout out to Lithuania, just to see if we can get anything from there. And then 1 scout to the Netherlands to see if we can get any Dutch talent into the starting 11. And Cadillac has been loaned out to Go Ahead Eagles for 2 years as well. Another player that is just not good enough for this team at all. So maybe he'll grow. Maybe a little bit of a loan glitch in there as well. Hopefully, see what he can do. Obviously, he probably won't spend the 2 years there, but he might. And here is your starting 11 to take on Grimsby Town at Wakefield Park. It's all unchanged besides Soto into that right mid spot with Montero on the left-hand side, and then Porter taking a rest. Wilson and Jades is going to get outdusted by Keon, and he actually cuts back now out wide for Clifton. Clifton to Ifete. Ifete crossed in. Jades has it wide. He'll fall for Soto, who still has that injury symbol around him. Keeping a close eye on him. Roman, Santos, Yaboa. Yaboa has space. It's all Yaboa. Yaboa takes the lead for Wakefield. 61 goals against in the first 28 games of the season. That is absolutely horrific. And Soto is not going to be able to carry on here. So Porter will come on. And then we will go ahead and just switch Montero and Porto back to what they normally play, left-hand and right-hand sides here. And we'll continue as normal, 1-0 up for Wakefield Juniors. Keon, it's a beautiful ball for him, and it's off the post. The rebound by Andrews, it's 1-1. Weston, Santos. Santos out wide for Porter. Porter now on the ball. He has Roman, he has Montero, and he has Yaboa. He cuts back for Yaboa. Yaboa on his left foot. Yaboa, a 45th minute EA goal that takes us the lead going into the break. I'll take it here at home. It's 2-1 against Grimsby Town. Wilson in the box. Wilson, Andrews, 2-2. They lower it up quickly into the second half. It's 2-2. It's Andrews with a brace. No. Saeed wins the ball back beautifully, and he'll give it away just as easily as he won it back. Now Wilson. Wilson has wide open. Baxter forced to make the save, but Khan's on the rebound. Baxter makes another save. Khan picks up his own rebound into the back end net. 3-2 for Grimsby Town, and they might steal it here with 10 minutes left to go. Steele, who's playing left back at the moment. Porter now. Porter back out wide for Steele. Steele makeshift from back. Crossed in for Roman. Possibly no. The cross was read by Rogers perfectly. He'll be able to clear it. Jardis might be able to win that header. He won't, but it will fall for Montero. Montero, we have one more opportunity to try and equalize this game. It's Mooney. It's Roman. It's off the post, off the keeper, and out for a corner. It's Montero to quickly put this into the box straight at the keeper, and that will be game over. A 2-3 loss to Grimsby Town. And Bolton, the goalkeeper, has been loaned out to Blackpool for the rest of this season to see if he can improve and maybe become a better second choice option. Obviously, very, very poor for us, but he was the only goalkeeper that we had until we got into Baxter from the Youth Academy. But Blackpool for 6 months, we'll see what he can do and hopefully be able to grow just slightly just to be more comfortable onto the ball. And we end the episode in 24th. We are not doing good here in this first season. Add a job. Simon Hoffman, the old Wakefield player, Wakefield legend, you could say, is not leading this team to do a good job. We are, in fact, how many points do we have? We have 26. We are 20 points off a playoff spot, which honestly ain't terrible considering we're all the way at the bottom. So, I mean, they're obviously not looking good with 16 games left to go. We pretty much need everybody up here and above to lose a lot of games. Wrexham are looking likely to win the league, although Stockport are only 3 points behind them. Mansfield Town are 4 points behind them. However, Stockport and Wrexham have a game in hand, so they could extend that gap as well in a battle. And talking about Stockport, we have Stockport up next when we come back for this season. We will have Stockport. We will have Salford. We'll probably play Berto. We'll get through this month as well, and then we'll end the season, in which hopefully isn't too terrible. If you did enjoy this and enjoying the misery of this first season, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.